They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Second and 5. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hill going to go in motion right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think there he goes, right side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Lawrence will throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
13, move. 11, Agate. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Is almost trying to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They run the option left with Lawrence. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They went backwards for the safety last time they had it. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover. And now they'll begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls.
We're taking it right down Broadway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Second and 11. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll run on first down. Byer, and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down, here's Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Bear. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 49 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Go. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Take right open. Think right. 13 loop. 11 Agate.
Lawrence.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. Byer.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a diving catch right side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So a good catch there. I think I could see him making a lot of catches with. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chargers 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
All right, let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
30 left. Hey, kill.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
23.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And they're going to speed things up here.
11. Go.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, I'm gun. Take right open. 30 left. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there, and I have no reason to believe he won't.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
19.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll look to throw here. And escapes the sack. Keeps himself nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 43, Chargers 3. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripped.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24. 13, Luke. Luke.
On first down, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, this is what you get paid for. Yeah!
The Charger drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now a run with McBride. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside them.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 10.
Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 82 yards.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Hey. 11, Agate. 13, Luke. Luke. Street. 11, Agate. Go. 11. Here we go.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Slot man moves right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Lawrence.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 64, Chargers 11. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. RPO. That's complete right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. That is second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Come 19, come 19.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Trap 60, trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Dolphins
Right back to him on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner,
and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Bear runs through the contact and down to the 36-yard line here. And now they're in the hurry-up.
9-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins,